Hi, today is Sunday, February 21st, and I'm very excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the March 2021 scent of the month, Pink Sugarberry Mint. So I actually didn't pick up the warmer this month. It's called Birds of a Feather. It's a really cute element warmer that glows. I did think that that would be really nice for the spring. And I also have to admit that this is not going to be a first sniffs of this scent. I got my kit last Thursday, which was also my birthday, and I was very excited to smell this scent. So as soon as I got the box, I had to rip into it and start warming it right away. But I thought that would be nice because now I can also share my thoughts on the performance as well. So let me go ahead and tell you what Scentsy has to say about this scent. Scentsy says, plump raspberry is delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. And I've actually already gone through and warmed a full bar, so I do have another full bar here. And I would say on the top, I definitely get a very sweet raspberry. To me, it kind of comes off as a candy-like, perfumey raspberry, but very sweet. And then on the bottom, I do get this kind of very faint burst of kind of a bright, fresh, minty note. It's kind of the same minty note that's in some pink bubble gums like Double Bubble, but it doesn't really smell a whole lot like bubble gum. It's just enough to give it kind of a bright freshness, and I actually really like it. So on cold, I get a little bit more of that bubble gum aspect than I pick up on warm. But let me tell you the scent notes. So Scentsy says that the top notes are plum, raspberry, and strawberry. The mid notes are peppermint, snowdrop, and peony, and the base notes are sugar, coconut, vanilla, and fresh air accord. So I definitely pick up the very sweet raspberry and strawberry. This definitely is kind of a bright berry fruity scent. As far as the mid notes, again, I do just get a tiny hint of a kind of peppermint freshness, but I wouldn't smell this and automatically think like a minty scent. And I actually don't pick up a whole lot of floral or a very strong peony note at all. I do get a lot of the base notes, so I am picking up a lot of sugar. It almost comes off as kind of a cotton candy sugar. I think the coconut probably just gives it a little bit of depth, but I don't necessarily smell overt coconut in this. And then I definitely do get a very nice base of vanilla. And then I think that fresh air accord just works really well with the peppermint to kind of elevate this scent a little bit and make it smell very bright and fresh. So on cold, this actually did smell a little light to me when I first smelled it, but I put this throughout my whole upstairs in my open concept, and I was actually quite impressed with the performance. In the first few hours, we could definitely smell it in our whole living room and kitchen kind of open concept space. It actually held its own there. I could smell it kind of wafting down the hallway into our bedroom. So I was actually quite impressed with the performance just because when I smelled it on cold, it smelled like it would be a little lighter to me. And then I had it warming for at least 2.5 days. And it did pretty well. I'd say by that end of like the second or third day, the bright top notes of the fruity berries and even that kind of bright kind of fresh peppermint notes, they had definitely died down, and I was just left with that kind of stale vanilla base. But I would say that this actually did impress me in terms of performance, and it lasted a bit longer than I thought it would as well. I will say that the packaging has changed. They added the little scent family icons on the back, and I don't know, something about it just seems seems a little bit more flimsy to me. You'll have to tell me if you've noticed any difference, if you've had a chance to get your hands on these new bars. And I also wanted to pull out some scents to compare this scent to, because I've actually really been craving sugar lately. I don't have any bars of it in my stash, but I was thinking that it would be really nice for around Valentine's Day and in February. I do have an old tester of it, and they definitely do share kind of that sweet, perfumey cotton candy note, but that's really all I get from sugar. I don't get any of the berry or fruity brightness that I pick up in the pink Sugarberry mint. I also pulled out an old tester of pink haze from an old Bring Back My Bar. To me, pink haze and sugar actually smell really similar. And again, I'm not picking up any of that kind of really bright fruitiness that separates pink Sugarberry mint from these types of scents. I did pull out an old tester of bubble gum because I think that little hint of mint definitely makes a lot of people think of bubble gum. When I had my husband smell this, he said he thought it smelled like bubble gum. Now the bubble gum scent from Scentsy, it definitely has a lot of a very potent wintergreen mint, and I don't get that at all from the pink Sugarberry mint. The mint in pink Sugarberry mint is much more subtle, and like I said, it just kind of adds a lightness, a brightness, kind of elevates the scent a little bit. I would say out of all the scents that I have in my stash, it is probably most similar to Angel Experiment 624. To me, this is a very nice kind of bright, fruity blackberry scent mixed with a cotton candy. So I'd say if you traded out the blackberry in this and replaced it with that raspberry strawberry mix, and then just added a tiny hint of a minty brightness, it's pretty similar to the pink Sugarberry mint. I also have a candle from Bath & Body Works called Candy Hearts, and the notes on this are cotton candy sugar and sparkling raspberries, and I actually think that those are pretty similar too. Again, this one does just have that added kind of minty freshness. So I hope that this video was helpful. If you've had a chance to smell this scent already, if you got a sample in the whiff box, or if you've gotten your scent of the month kit, I would love to know what you think of this scent. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.